Once again, afternoon, folks. This time around, we want to see from the previous discussion if we can attempt a set of questions that are given to do with network and internet. So let's start. Right. The first question that we have here, we are being asked to define a LAN and we give an example. So a LAN basically is a local area network. What do we mean? This is a network which covers a small geographical place. The good example is a school can be regarded as a LAN or a shop itself, where different departments within a same physical space need to communicate or exchange data or information. That's a LAN. Let's have a look at the next problem. We want to define a WAN. A WAN is first is wide area network. If we want to expand this with words, we can say it's a network covering a large geographical space. And a good example can be a multinational company. Multinational company. This is a company which sometimes cross nations. We have some branches in different geographical bounds. So because we have some demarcations to cross, then that becomes a wide area network. And it's wide because it covers a bigger geographical space as compared to land. Then our next problem we want to look at here is let's look at benefits of networking devices. What do we gain out of networking? It's easier sharing of resources. You don't need to physically move in order for you to receive or get whatever that you need. You can do that from your local workspace. Then you access maybe from a common safe or control point. One other important advantage of networking is communication. Talk of communication, we are looking at exchange of information, be it voice or text, you name it. So things like email, they can come in, some communication to scenarios like video conferencing. All these are benefits or they are products of networking. Then describe one benefit and one drawback of cloud computing. Well, we can start with a benefit. So benefit is when we talk of cloud computing, you don't need to own or buy resources. So uh, you rent resources cheaply and buy as much as whichever hardware you need. So that's the benefit. You don't own the hardware, so you're not going to worry about hardware failure and all that. Then drawback. In order for you to use cloud computing, you must have internet connection. So this requires internet connection. And remember last time we said there's no need for you to own the hardware, but in the long run, because you'll be paying for the services, naturally cloud computing will become expensive as time progresses. Then the next one, we are interested in the difference between client server and peer-to-peer. So when we talk of client server, here we are interested in a network setup where there is a central server which controls the movement of resources. So client server, let me call it CS client server. There is a centralized control of resources. Then the peer-to-peer, we are saying all computers this time around, they share resources directly with no centralized server. So all nodes or computers, they share resources directly with no centralized server. So there is no single point which owns or controls the resources. Identify one advantage of star topology. Well, star, because all nodes within the computer, they are dedicated to a common point or server. So it looks like these are computer nodes. Uh, so the benefit is when there is a failure here, it doesn't stop these other one, two, three nodes from accessing whichever resources they need. So here we can come and say there's no common point of failure because we have got independent lines from each node to the resource. Then next we want difference between wired and wireless networks. So I can start with wireless. Wireless uses radio waves to communicate, e.g. Bluetooth technology. You can talk of Wi-Fi, you name it, all those wireless network um, setups. Then with wired, this needs physical lines to connect devices and commonly to be Ethernet cabling. All right. Then we want the purpose of a router. So the purpose of a router is to redirect network traffic and also to filter traffic itself. Sometimes it has rules to say which addresses are allowed to enter or exit the network system. So that is controlled by a router. And sometimes we can say its other purpose is to find easiest, easiest, easiest route to destination. So those are some of the benefits of a router. It redirects traffic. Then collision within an Ethernet. This is a scenario where multiple devices try to send packets at the same time in a common channel. So generally, if a collision happens, then the machines which are trying to send information will have to wait a random period, and then try to retransmit and check if they succeed. Right. Then next is the DNS, purpose of DNS. So DNS servers, domain naming system, uh, domain naming system. So its purpose is to map IP address to URL, Universal Resource Locator. So this is 4 digit number in binary form, like an example in 198.168.3.20.1. That's an example of an IP address, and URL can be a name like google.com. So that's what we have on network and the internet. I hope there was a bit of information added to what you already have. Thank you.